Thank you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade. I'll be guiding you through a 30-minute session. As always, I like to recommend or suggest that you grab onto a blanket if you have one at home, a couple of yoga blocks. If you don't have any blocks, just grab a stack of books and that can also help you. And last but not least, a yoga strap. If you do not have a yoga strap at home, that is okay. I will offer modifications throughout. Also, you can grab onto a belt or anything that can help you deepen into the pose. So if you have those objects, you can push those to the side. We'll be using those later. In the meantime, we're going to get started. So join me in a comfortable seated position, legs crossed, making sure to erect your spine up tall and slowly close your eyes. We're going to take this time to check in with the body, with the mind, and with the spirit on this beautiful Friday morning. Relaxing your palms onto your knees, either facing up towards the sky or palms facing down, wherever you feel comfortable. And we're going to take this moment to connect with the body and the breath. Take this time to do a quick body scan, noticing how you feel. Starting from the toes, work your awareness up and throughout the body. Until you reach the top of the crown. Now, wherever you are, bring your awareness to the breath. Noticing how the chest rises and falls. We're going to take 3 collective breaths together, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, releasing all the tension throughout the body. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in and release. Two more times, nice deep breath in and release. Nice deep and slow breaths. One last time. Nice deep breath in and release. Keeping the eyes closed, take this moment to set an intention for your practice. Carrying this intention throughout your practice this morning, giving yourself grace, moving with patience and love, and being sure to check in with the body throughout. Now you can choose to keep your eyes closed or open them as we begin our warm-up. You're going to slowly bring your chin down towards your chest. Keeping your chin down, we're going to rotate towards the right shoulder. And once you reach that right shoulder, bring your chin up towards the sky, rotating over towards the left shoulder. Dropping the shoulder down to the left, dropping the chin down to the left shoulder and sweeping across the chest until you reach the center once again. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Start to slowly rotate your chin towards the left shoulder. Really breathe if you feel any tension. Once you get to that left shoulder, bring the chin up toward the sky, dropping the head back. Shifting over to the right shoulder, dropping the chin down and sweeping across the chest until you reach the center. We're going to do that one more time each side. So bring the chin across the chest towards the right shoulder. Bring the chin up towards the sky, dropping the head down. We're creating nice large circles, bringing that chin down towards the left shoulder, sweeping across the chest, and slowly go back in the opposite direction. Bring the chin towards the left shoulder, dropping the head down, rotating towards the right. Take your time, making sure to breathe. Once you reach that right shoulder, drop that chin down, rotate towards the center. Take a nice deep breath here. Breathe into the back of the neck and slowly bring your head up to that neutral position. Take a nice deep breath here. We're going to rotate the shoulders, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, dropping the shoulders back down. 2 more times. Nice inhale. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. One last time. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Coming down to the wrists, we're going to start to rotate the wrists in a circular motion. I know a lot of us are working on computers all day, every day, using our phones. Let's give our wrists some love, much needed love. In whatever direction you're going in, go in the opposite direction. And gently bring those hands down. If you're sitting on a prop, such as myself, you can move that out of the way, placing your blocks at the top edge of your mat. We're going to come onto all fours and to tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes here so we get a nice little added stretch in the ankles. I'm sorry, I was going to say wrists, get my body's part mixed up. So we're going to start in tabletop and cat-cow. So take a nice deep breath in, dropping the belly, bringing your gaze up towards the sky. And exhale. Tucking the chin, curling the spine. Nice deep breath in, dropping the belly, bring your gaze towards the sky. Exhale, tucking the chin, curling the spine. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Really dropping that belly, warming up the spine. And exhale. Come back to that neutral spine. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to raise that left leg behind us. With the opposite arm, we're going to raise that right arm, stretching forward to a nice little line here. Engage in the core, squeeze in the glutes, and exhale, release. Bring both down. We're going to switch to the opposite side. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and raise that right leg, extend behind you, and then slowly raising that left arm, opposite arm, and engage the core. And slowly come on down. We're going to do that one more time and add a crunch here. We're going to inhale, bringing that left leg out. Reach out with that right. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to crunch here, bringing the elbow and the knee together in the center. And release. Extending both the arm and leg and drop the arm and leg. Switching to the opposite side. We're going to extend that right leg. Reach out with the left arm. And on the exhale, crunch here in the center. Bring the elbow and the knee together and extend and bring both down. You're going to keep your toes tucked. We're going to slowly raise our knees off the mat, extend the chest towards your mat into our first downward dog, keeping the knees nice and bent here. We're still warming up. We're going to start to pedal one leg at a time. Try to drop that heel as much as you can, as if you're pedaling a bike. Making nice deep breaths here. And then slowly, as much as you can, start to walk to the top edge of your mat. Coming up on your fingertips until you reach the top edge. Keeping your feet about hip distance apart. Allow your head to hang heavy. And then slowly inhale, reaching for your shins into flat back. Keeping your gaze just floating above the feet. Exhale, release. Dropping the head. Slowly inhale. Keep a nice generous bend in the knees here. Inhale and slowly come on up. Arms expanded wide. Hands above the head. Hands together. Bring them down to heart center. And we're going to start our flow here. Take a nice deep breath in, raising both arms up above the head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Remember, you can keep the knees bent here if your legs are still a little tight, or start to straighten them as much as you can. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Planting both palms down on your mat, stepping back 1 foot at a time into that high plank. Engage the core here. Exhale, come on down, bending at the elbows, keep the elbows close to the body, flatten the feet. You're going to inhale, rotate those shoulders back, lifting up the chest into cobra. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips back. You can come up on your knees first, then push the hips back. Keep a nice bend here if you need to, or start to straighten the legs wherever you are in your practice. Start to pedal the feet one at a time. And slowly begin to walk to the top edge of your mat. Into that forward fold, keeping the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, begin to rise. Now we're going to add on to our flow. Palms together, hands at heart center. Exhale, release. Both arms and swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen that forward fold and step back 1 foot at a time. This time, do the opposite leg first, coming into that high plank. Exhale, come on down. Flatten the feet, inhale, rotate the shoulders back. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips back into that downward dog. I'm going to add an hip opener here. I'm going to inhale, lifting that left leg toward the sky, bending at the knee. Slowly open up the hip. Try to bring those left toes towards the right edge of the right hip. And breathe into it. Exhale, extend that leg back again and bring it on down, joining the right. I'm going to inhale, lift that right leg towards the sky, bending the knee, open up the hip. Try to bring those right toes to the outer edge of the left hip. Exhale, extend that leg, bring it on down, and slowly begin to walk forward into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, begin to rise. Palms together, hands to heart center. I'm going to go right back down. Exhale, releasing both arms. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. This time, sweeping your hands forward, bringing your hips down into that chair pose. Engaging the core here, tucking the tailbone, so we don't want to scoot it out. We want to tuck it in. Engaging that core. Exhale, forward fold, palms to feet, stepping back with the left foot into a high lunge. Inhale, sweeping both arms up into warrior one. And then we're going to pivot that left foot, bringing the heel down, open up both arms into warrior two. Flipping that front palm, exhale, revolve warrior. Really open up that side body. Exhale, bringing the right elbow to the right knee. Inhale, bringing that left arm above the head. Making sure to breathe. Inhale, bringing both arms up, back into that warrior two. And we're gonna cartwheel both arms down, coming onto those left toes, bringing both palms down to your mat. Stepping back with the right foot. Exhale, come on down. This time you can choose to do upward dog. So inhale, lift, or go right back into that cobra wherever you feel comfortable. Exhale, push the hips towards the sky, coming back into that downward dog. And we're gonna inhale, raising that left leg behind us. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee in towards the chest. Drop it down, come into that lunge. What we do to one side, we do to the other. We're gonna inhale, sweeping both arms up above the head into that warrior one. Taking your time. Open up your stance if you need to. Exhale, dropping that right heel down into warrior two. Flipping that front palm. We're gonna exhale, dropping that right hand into revolve warrior. Open up that side body here. Inhale, dropping that left elbow down to the left knee and sweeping that right arm above the head. Making sure to breathe. Inhale, open up both arms into warrior two. And we're gonna cartwheel both arms down to the mat, coming back onto those right toes, bringing that left foot back. And again, you can come down and go up into upward dog, or come down, go up into cobra. So exhale, come down. Inhale into that back bend. And then push the hips up towards the sky into downward dog. We're gonna inhale, raising that right leg towards the sky behind us. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee in towards the chest, bring that right foot forward. We're gonna inhale, placing our weight into that right foot, and we're gonna bend the left knee, bring that left knee forward. If you can, bring both feet together. If not, come into a hip distance apart. And we're gonna sweep the hands forward into that chair pose. Remembering to engage the core. Try to come down a little bit more if you can. Really opening up the ankles, the legs, the core, the glutes. One more breath here. And exhale, straighten the legs, fall forward into that forward fold. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift, placing your hands on your shins. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, begin to rise. Remember to keep your head down into the last moment. Exhale, placing both palms at heart center. Great job. We're gonna exhale, releasing both arms. And slowly fold forward. We're gonna bend the knees here, allowing the chest to rest on our thighs. Allow your head to hang heavy, reaching for opposite elbows. Take this moment to connect with the breath. You can swing from side to side or stay here in stillness. Releasing the elbows, switching, gripping with the opposite hand. Again, you can choose to stay here in stillness or rock from side to side. And release both elbows, straighten the legs as much as you can. Stepping back, 1 foot at a time. Exhale and coming down one last time. Inhale, flatten the feet, inhale, and begin to rise into cobra. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips back into downward dog. Take one breath here. And then slowly dropping the knees down. Crossing at the ankles behind you. We're going to sit the sits bones onto our mat and extend with both legs forward. Scoot forward if you need to. We're going to do a little bit of core work here. Remember, wherever you are in your practice, you can, create a modification. You can take a resting pose. This is your practice. Okay, so we're going to start with our back up nice and tall. We're going to slowly bring our back, slowly lean back. You can place your hands behind you for support. And we're going to slowly bring the knees up towards the chest into a V shape. Some of you may know it as boat pose. We're going to engage the core. Make sure to flex the toes. Use those feet and those toes as your support, your anchor. Engaging the core here. We're going to release the legs straight, coming back just a little bit, and then bring them back towards the chest. So we're going to do that 5 times. So extend with the legs, lean back, engage the core, and then come on back. Exhale 3 more times. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, come back. Last time. Exhale, release. Inhale, come on back. You're going to keep those knees bent here. Engaging the core, holding that breath. Using the breath. Don't hold the breath. Release the breath. Continue to engage. If you can start to release your hands, palms facing forward. We'll really feel it here. But if you need that support, you can keep those hands behind you. 1 more breath here. And slowly come on down to your back. Whew, I don't know about you, but I feel pretty warm this morning. I'm going to inhale, bringing both knees into the chest. Hug them in. Did a lot of back bending here. Did some core work. It's time to unwind. You can start to rock from side to side, reaching opposite elbows. And releasing just the left leg, extend the left leg forward. Bringing that right leg across the body, using your left hand. We're going to a spinal twist here. You're going to extend that right arm and turn your gaze towards the right shoulder. Holding here. Inhale, bring that knee back to the center. Hug that right knee into the chest and release it. Inhale that left leg in towards the chest. Hug it into the body. Using your right hand, you're going to bring that left leg across the body, releasing the left arm into a nice spinal twist here. Turning your gaze towards the left shoulder. One side may feel different than the other, and that's okay. We're here to create balance, as much balance as we can. Inhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest, back to center. Releasing the left leg. You're going to bring both soles of the feet to the outer edge of your mat. Make sure your back is flat against the mat, so you may need to tuck in the tailbone. You're going to release both arms extended wide. And we're going to drop the knees like windshield wipers from side to side. Using the breath here. Come back to center, back to stillness. One final pose before we go into our absolute final pose. We're going to go into bound angle pose. So bring the sides of your feet down to the mat, soles of the feet together. And this is where you can grab onto your blocks. You can stack your blocks underneath your knees if you like to give you more support. If you don't have a stack of a stack of blocks, you can use the blanket as well. If you have two blankets, you can put them on the outsides of the knees. I'm going to hold here for 3 breaths. Allow gravity to open us up. One final time. One last breath. And slowly release any props out the way, onto the side. Releasing both legs. Bring the arms down just a little, palms facing up. Allow your feet to fall as they may as we melt into the earth. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. Having this moment for ourselves. If you are watching this on your own time, later on through the recording, you can choose to pause here for an extended Shavasana. For those of you ready to move on, start to bring awareness into the body. Start by wiggling the toes and the fingers. And taking a nice deep breath in, extend both arms above the head, full body stretch. Hug both legs into the chest. And releasing your right arm, roll over to your right side into fetal position. Pressing into the left hand, start to rise up into a comfortable seated position as we close out this morning's session. I'd like to end my class with a collective breath, but before we do that, bring both palms together, hands at heart center. Taking this final moment to check in with the body, check in with the mind, check in with the spirit. Remembering to do that throughout the day, being present in the moment, without any judgment, just noticing how you feel. Coming back to that intention set at the beginning of class, and moving forward throughout your day with that intention in mind. Remembering to thank yourself for giving yourself this time. Releasing all the air from the lungs. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth for one collective breath. Take a nice deep breath in. And release. Thank you again for allowing me to guide you through this morning's practice. I hope to see you all again soon. Namaste.